Okay, ready?
Hi, I'm Alexandra Gordon, and I think I would make a great Scream Queen because no one is as awesome and badass as me. I think that I can kill this game no matter how we're playing or who we're playing against. I guarantee you're not going to find anybody as authentic and cool and amazing as this girl.
Let's do the 8 Films to Die For. So say,
Okay.
go see 8 Films to Die For in theaters October 16th and then Scream.
Okay.
Whatever you're going to say.
Okay. Go see 8 Films to Die For in theaters October 16th.
Awesome. Tell me about your Scream. Tell me where you
Got the
normally
Scream?
use it. Where
Okay.
you got it, where you use it, all of it.
So I scream a lot. I scream at people. I scream in the car. But I got the scream from growing up with brothers and sisters and wrestlers. My dad started a wrestling company, so we always had wrestlers in the house and people around, so that we were always like fighting and kicking each other and hurting each other. So the best way to get out of any move is to scream at the top of your lungs, because then they think that they're really hurting you, and then that way they back off and you go in for the kill. It's always really fun. Yeah.
So has growing up with wrestlers prepared you to be the Scream Queen?
I think so. I think it made me a little bit tougher. It gave me a little more of an edge. It definitely made the skin really thick, so I could take a lot. I've learned a lot. I could take a bump. So anything you throw my way.
You said you're the total package. What do you mean?
I think that you're not like, look-wise, I think that I got that going on. But I think that it's more about what you got going on behind all this. And I think that when you're a good person, you're smart, you're educated, you can have a conversation, you're already above half the game in Los Angeles. So not to start the roar already, but like, I'm ready and I'm sorry, but a lot of people are stupid. So I'm not.
I love it. Amazing.
It's all true.
Are you a big horror movie fan?
Horror movies, I'm like the classic horror movie girl. I like Halloween and like Freddy and anything where you're really sitting there in suspense. That's what gets me scared. When you hear that music come in and you're like, oh no, don't go in that room, don't go in that room, and they go in that room and you're just like, what are you thinking? And the popcorn goes up and everybody freaks out. But the bloody gory stuff, that's more for dates. I like to make people intimidated. So if you take them to a horror movie on a first date, it goes really well. I promise. I know it sounds crazy, but try it, and you'll see, and you'll know this is gonna work or it's not gonna work.
Do you have any stories about when it didn't work?
How much time do you have? So I went to see, I think it was the second Saw movie, and I was on a date, and the guy actually got so sick, he actually left the theater, left me, and was so disturbed by it. He was like, I can't believe that you enjoy this. Is this like something that you do for fun? And I was like, I mean, if you can't hang out and like watch a scary movie and like keep me protected, this is not gonna work. And the fact that he left, I mean, that obviously sealed the deal. But yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean, if he was that scared and he couldn't protect me, it's not gonna work.
So horror movies are like your test with guys?
Yeah. Because I like to know that I'm going to be protected. I don't want to be the dude, I need a dude. So, again, that's the thick skin, that toughness. Like, I need somebody who's going to match out. Or at least over, but it's hard to find. You single? I saw that smile.
Are you more of the victim or the villain in a horror movie?
I hate to use the word victim. I'm probably the one who's going to fight back. I would say that when people approach me, they're going to be like, oh, she's so nice, because it's like a small package, and they're like, oh, she's like tiny, and we don't want to hurt her. But then all of a sudden I'm going to come out and like kill somebody.
What kind of skills do you have that make you good at the horror movie, like villain or villain?
Yeah. Well, I'm good at I do a lot of kickboxing, a lot of like Muay Thai fight. Like I said, the wrestling, grew up doing that. So anything that's combat I can do. I like to think of myself as Daredevil, but not, because I feel like I'm better than that. Don't tell Ben or Jen or both of them, whoever's listening, because I know they're split up, so they're obviously not watching this together. But if they are, I'm sorry.
It's really funny. How old were you when you first started watching scary movies?
say 12, but probably like 8, 7. I had an older brother who loved to make me cringe and have nightmares, so he was a peach.
What movie gave you nightmares?
All of them. Like, honestly, the first movie that gave me nightmares was The Witches. Don't tell anybody that. But yes, I was terrified when she took her wig off. That was it. I was done. Those little kids running around as rats, I literally was like, I'm never sleeping again. They're going to break in my house. It was horrible. That was like the one really big significant memory I have. And now I watch it and I'm like, really, Allie? But yeah, that was it. That was the kicker.
I just had like a flashback of that exact scene. And
Yes.
the scene that was really scary.
Fucking terrifying.
Like, scary head
She just
underneath,
like, they're
that-
all like, and then all of them take the wigs
And their
off and it's
heads
like,
are-
like, yeah. It's a nightmare. Like, you know, when you're a kid and you're watching that, you're like, I don't understand. Like, and the little running around, yeah. And she took her finger off. Remember, she didn't have a finger or something. It was horrible, horrible movie for children. Horrible.
If you really wanted to scare someone, what would you do?
Ooh, if I really wanted to scare somebody, I would probably hide in the dark. Because I feel like everybody is scared of the dark, no matter what anybody says. When you walk in a dark room and you don't know what's around you, and then something just like, puh, that's enough to make somebody pee their pants, which I am good at doing. Not that I'm going to do that right now. But if I do, I'm sorry. I have dry ones in the car.
Where are you from?
I'm from Philadelphia. Go Philly. Well, go Eagles. Not yet, but almost. We're excited. I don't want to get my hopes up.
What's a Philly girl to you?
Okay,
Or
well,
are you one?
I'm a Philly girl. I like to describe myself as a Philly girl. We're a little bit tough, a little bit angry, approachable but not really approachable, fun, sports loving, easygoing but not really. You know, like we're a contradiction. But the typical Philly girl, she's hood. She's ghetto. She's hanging in the streets. She's ready to with the claws. She might even take them off. Hoop earrings on the floor, hair up in a bun. We know how that goes.
Okay, good. Great. You're awesome. That was
Thanks.
really good.
It's true though,
Wait, gotta
right?
do a Kill Mary Screw with her.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I have to say screw. You have to,
Okay.
we're playing Screw, Marry, Kill with
Ooh.
horror movie characters.
Okay.
I wanted to do the same one. It's okay. I'll do the same one. The Ghostface from Scream,
Okay.
Dracula, and Freddy Krueger.
Okay, well, I'm killing Freddy, because I'll get back to that. The fingers, you know. I think I'd like to screw the guy from Scream, just because, you know, what's under that cloak? And I guess that leaves marrying, who's the other person?
Dracula.
Dracula, because I guess he'll live forever, and then, you know, I can die and don't have to worry about it. I mean, I don't really want to get married, so like, why, he can outlive me, he can go be with whoever he wants to be with, and I'm banging the Scream guy, so it's great. Like, you know, it's a win-win for everybody, guys.